I'm getting one last time because we're having hail tonight and it's probably going to knock down all the flowers. But they've been out for a long time. And I'm just really happy with how they did this year. The bees are very happy. And just look. I'm going to show you how big each one of those flowers is. That's a big flower. Looks like Hawaii. I hate to kill it now, but that's a big old flower. And again, these azaleas and rhododendrons they are 27 years old. Well, my plant there, my geranium, is not even 10 days old. So everything's just doing well. All these are about 10 days. I love those lilies, my gosh. They're going to be happy tonight with all the rain. More geraniums. Marigolds. I just like to put those in there. They just add a little bit to the pot. Hydrangeas. I put these sticks here because it might have wind tonight. And when I got them, it's got the little metal going around it. And then the sticks should kind of hold that metal in place. Roses are very sturdy and strong. They don't need my help. And there's some trees coming up. Those oak trees, the mighty oak trees, they'll blow on their own. Yeah, here's some more of those. They do my heart good. See, these are all high. They're all, I'll show you now how that one's almost over the roof. I don't know what this tree is, but I had to fight to keep it because my husband doesn't want it. He said it's too close to the house, but look how she's leaning. I think if she goes down, she's going to go down that way. And there's no reason for her to go down except tornado. You know, I'm going to say something. Why get married? Because you could get a divorce. Why have a child? Because the child could die. Why have a tree? Because you might have a tornado. There's tornadoes and they're pretty dangerous. But why do without something your whole life? Because something bad might happen. I'm sorry. Just have insurance. I just love all the beauty of the earth, and I'm not going to do without it because something bad should happen. Just go to hell because something could happen to the earth. You know? I'm sorry. I think it's a very good analogy. Okay, here's my roses that they're going to be apricot. You can see that they're going to be apricot. Those are the ones that Phil put in for me when we first got married and just bought this house. So everything's doing really good. And then the hollies. Those hollies really need to be trimmed, but I don't know. So you can see a lot of the flowers have come off. But I'm going to show you. I put like about 8 trees. I didn't put them. They were there. We cut everything but 8 trees. And we had it in the middle, and we always put ground cover and everything. But then when we chopped a few trees down a couple of years ago, we decided that was too many. Well, we did have a huge one in the middle. That one we chopped down many years ago, right there. And then, so I think there was 3, 5, 8, oh, there were probably 9 originally. We took that one there, and then the one from the middle, and then there was another one we took out, and I think one over at the end. But now it's 5 trees. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm dumb. 5, 6 trees. But I think it's real pretty, and I need to put some flowers in there. I've had flowers. I had azaleas, but evidently they didn't do too well. Maybe I should put some planters in there. That might be it, like I have over there. That might be a thing. And then we're going to get some tomatoes and put them in the back. Now, I've never plugged this in, but I love the bird feeder. The birds love it. All the dogs in the neighborhood love it. When I had my Blue used to drink it. I kept water in it. Needs to be cleaned out. I'll have to do that. And then I had to just chop down my crepe myrtle. I planted her here many years ago. She did well, but between this guy and those guys, she didn't get any sun. So after all these years, I actually cut her down today. I got my chainsaw, and I hate it, but when you have a lot of trees, that's just what happens. But I don't know, I guess it's gonna be okay. That was in a little bucket in the back. And then the pear trees. There was one right in the middle, but luckily she died 2 years ago, because then last year we had to bring in another house, and the grass is just starting to grow. We had a driveway, but no more. But we brought in another house, so we would have had to move it anyway. And look at all the trees. Those are red tips right along the house, and then there's oak around that, and whatever that one is in the front. The canopy around here is just gorgeous. All our neighbors have taken down trees, and we've taken down some, so we don't have the privacy we did have. Again, those are, I can't get you close because it won't let me zoom when I'm on here, but it's and we go way over here, almost to his driveway. He doesn't have but a foot on the other side of his driveway. But we never used to even see his house. But we've got 2 acres, nice backyard. That branch is going to come down soon. But anyway, I'm going to go over here for a second and show you what we had to do, because we're going to have some hailstorm tonight. And we've had hailstorms several times. Uh-oh, here comes... Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a-coming now. That's my ups guy. I think he's going to bring me something, but he's probably bringing somebody else too. But this is what we had to do for the storm coming tonight, because the hail and the rain always comes from this corner towards me. That's the way. I don't know what direction that is, but that's the way it comes. So when we had a hailstorm one time, the car was straight out in the truck. That's when Phil had his truck, and it tore up the whole windshield. I probably should have put it in the other way, but I got insurance on the windshield. They fix it free. But I don't want the whole thing dented. My whole little car was dented, and I got it rebuilt. And We've cleaned the trees out here, and so our neighbors has too. He's very nice. Not sure what this is. I think it's holly. Looks like it wants to flower. And I forgot about this little azalea. She's kind of crowded, but she's still flowered. I'm from Detroit. Good fences make good neighbors, and I really believe that. I guess I could have had a better fence, but would have. When we had the pool was right back there. It was a 16 by 32 in-ground. We had it for 20 years, but when COVID came and we couldn't get our chemicals, and nobody was coming over anyway, we just covered it over. And there's the red tips, and I forgot what the name of those are. This is something I planted the other day. There's some azaleas down there. And I don't know if you looked at my other tapes, but I put in real flowers, but then I put some fake ones in, so there's always flowers here. Whoa, I almost fell down. Okay. Now I put roses in that planter, and they're doing so well. I think they've been in this planter 3 or 4 years. They like it. I put a little miracle grow in it every once in a while. Other than that, I don't do much of anything. Pull out the weeds. They don't get that many weeds. They get poison oak. So I have to be careful, but look how high that is. I mean, poor little me. That's my rose bush. We're in Alabama. And I need to trim a little bit. That azalea. Trying. Here's a rose bush that I put in last year. And she's doing pretty good too. But you'll see, I put in a little bit of greenery that's not real. Then I planted these flowers last week. That's real flowers. That's real flowers. That's not. But from a distance it looks real. And I forgot the names of them. See, they're just mixed in with the real. That's real. And that's not. But I just want to have a little color in there all the time. See? Now that one's all fake. And I might get something later. This one's all fake. But from a distance, I've had more compliments on that in the middle of summer than I do the other, because the other does not flower sometimes. See, that one's doing good. They're a little bit dry, and it's warm today. It's 77, 78. Look at those roses, how high those are. This was the power source for our pool before. And it also has power for the barn back there. But this is how I worked my pool and cleaned it out all the time. I kept my pool very clean. But we just kept the power back here because, oh, look at that. Hey, little baby. Little calipaters. That's what Rick used to call them. Anyway, I need to mow the lawn again. I just mowed it Friday, I think. But again, there's our canopy. Look at that. Well, I can't take it into the sun, but those trees are, I'm going to say, at least 200 feet. That's my favorite tree there. It's on just on the other side of the fence, but that's still our land. We were kind of conservative when we put our fence in because we didn't want anybody yelling at us, so we kept the fence on the inside of the lot line. I guess they could claim it, but I don't think anybody really cares. There's a red tip. Another red tip. Okay, that's enough. That's 15 minutes. I'm sorry. Nobody's going to look at this anyway. Love you all. Bye.